Hello citizens of this wonderful planet, it's your favorite alien Suhaidatu coming your way with another special video. If this is your first time, thank you so much for showing up. Please feel free to look around and I hope you enjoy my collection of videos. If it is not, we are almost 1K strong, my people, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you guys for your constant love and support. Thank you for tuning in to each and every single video. Thank you for sharing it with your friends. Thank you for participating, asking questions, arguing. All the love you have shown me and the hate have brought me this far, and I am so grateful. Please keep the love flowing. Please keep telling your friends about it so this family keeps getting bigger. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. You want to join this fantabulous family of aliens as we discover a new planet. Go ahead and hit that red button down there and stay tuned for this video. I am really happy to announce that this week we have a giveaway, kind courtesy Earthseed. I am excited to announce that this week we have a giveaway, kind courtesy Earthseed. Earthseed is a proudly Ghanaian, all-natural, organic company that makes products for your hair and your body. I have been using their black soap body wash for about a month now, and as you can see, my skin is glowing. It treats my skin so well. It's gentle, and yet I feel mildly exfoliated every time I take a shower. The lemongrass essential oil also leaves me smelling fresh. I don't even need deodorant. You can call me a scarred girl because I have many scars. I have scars on my arms, I have scars on my face, I have scars all over my body, and especially on my legs. I was born without scars, but I am sure I might leave this battlefield of life with so many more. I really love their products, and I am incredibly stoked to be able to give away one 500-liter bottle of Earthseed black soap body wash. I am giving away one bottle, only one bottle, and you'll be lucky if you get it because it's such a great product. If you want to order for yourself, please go to www.earth-seed.com to place your order and they'll be right with you. They not only have black soap, they also have shea butter, hair cream, and other organic products that can service your body for you to have that desired skin and hair you're looking for. If you're like me and your skin is bad and different kind of body products give you reactions, you want to move on to Earthseed products because all their products are good for all body types. You can even use Earthseed products on babies because they are mild, at the same time very effective. Their service is impeccable. When I had to place my order, there was a small mistake with the quantity I wanted, and they fixed it immediately and even gave me some bonus. So I am saying Earthseed is the best. You should get your hair and body products from them so you can glow in your black melanated royalty like I am. Today, I'll be dishing on the many scars that adorn my skin and how I came by some of them. I have really bad skin, so bad that immediately I even suffer a small bite, it turns into a wound, and this curse has followed me all my life. Growing up, my mother was always worried about my legs because I had many black spots. They were all over my legs. I always remember having them on my legs. I don't remember how I got them, but my mother said when I was about 3 or 4, my twin brother and I were sent off to live with my grandmother. So the spots happened over there. Her theory is that there might have been some contaminated water that was breeding some bugs that bit me, and this caused the spotting. Because my skin is very bad, every little cut or bite leaves a scar. The spots on my legs were the bane of my mother's existence. She tried everything to get rid of them. She took me to the doctor, she tried milk, she tried aloe vera, she tried shea butter, she tried black soap, she tried every mixture you can think of except direct bleaching because she wanted to get rid of the spots on my legs. She used to say I can't run for Miss Ghana or I can't participate in any pageant because I have scars on my legs. Thank God pageants have evolved and they are not so shallow as they used to be, else I would not be able to participate in any pageant due to the scars on my body. My mother was very worried that due to the scars I had, many doors might be closed to me. I might not be able to become a model. I might not be able to become like a cabin crew member, flight attendant. Some jobs might not take me because I had scars. Most importantly, I might not find that befitting husband. And I didn't care. yeah, I mean, I loved my scars, and as a child I was a very rough child, so the spots I had gained bigger scars because I'd climb trees, I'd run around, I'd get into trouble, and all those just kept adding scar upon scar to each part of my body, and she was just not happy at all. My mother used to say that she had 3 sons because she asked God for a daughter and God just gave her a son, meaning me a son. I am here 23 years old and I love every scar on my body. I love them because they make me unique. I love them because they are actually good conversation starters. Each scar has a story and I remember many of them. So I am going to share some of the stories on how I acquired some of my scars. Are you ready? I assure you. Drink some water and let's get started. The first scar I am going to show you guys is this. I don't know if it's clear, it's fading out, but when I was young, it was really deep. I got this scar when I was about 4 years living with my grandmother. There was this girl called Ama Deborah who lived in the same compound as my twin and I. We used to play with her and her sister all the time. And on this day, we were playing with my twin brother's ball. My twin brother is called Said, so let's just call him by his name and keep it moving. So we were playing with Said's ball, and then Said threw the ball. And the ball went up into the ceiling and nobody could get it. Then finally, I found a long stick that I used to prod the ball till it fell. Immediately the ball fell, Ama Deborah grabbed the ball and started running with it towards her room. And I wasn't having any of that shit. So I caught up to her and we started fighting. I think she pulled my dress, I pulled hers. We were just fighting, and then I remember her grabbing my face like this and biting my lower lip. She bit it and it made a hole from the outside to the inside of my mouth. So I had a hole here. It was so painful. There was so much blood. I just like ran home to my grandmother crying, and then she had to take me to the hospital. I needed about 3 stitches for that before that wound got healed. Imagine if this wound happened anywhere else on my face. I'm just lucky that it happened beneath my lower lip and it's not so obvious now that I'm grown up, because really bad. The second scar I had from my childhood is this one. I hope you see it. It's this scar. I don't know if it's obvious. I got this scar just before I moved to the Bono Ahafo region with my twin. I was really young. I was like 3. But that's the thing. Scars cause trauma. And trauma normally leaves memories that you can't really forget. So these are like timestamps in my mind. I was around 3, I am sure, because it happened before we moved to my grandmother's. And it was around Christmas or some holiday of sorts. I was in the kitchen alone and it was a little dark. And my dad had slaughtered a fowl for whatever holiday it was. So the fowl was slaughtered and it was lying on the kitchen table. And my mother was boiling water to dress the fowl. So the water was in some corner on a coal pot, and I walked into the kitchen and I saw the chicken on the table. Just then, the chicken starts fluttering around the kitchen like this. So the chicken is just fluttering around, half dead because my dad didn't kill it right. And I'm freaked out. So I step back and I walk right into the coal pot. Luckily, I didn't push it, but the back of my shin touched a part of the coal pot and it left a welt that burst, and the rest is history. So that's how I got this scar. I basically backed into a coal pot because I was terrified of a half-dead chicken, and I got this scar. It was so painful. I cried so hard. They put gentian violet on it and they bought me alewa and I stopped crying. So I've had this scar for about 20 years. And I've had this for about 19 years. I got this one in junior high. I was helping my mother cook tozafi. My mom developed a technique of cooking tozafi on the stove. So I hold one end of the saucepan and she holds the other, then she stirs the two. So I was holding the saucepan while she was stirring the two, and then she stopped stirring. So the tozafi was really hot and it was popping. There was a huge pop and it's just splashed onto my arm, and then it's left the scar. So that's how I got this one. And there is this one that looks like a tick mark. I got this when I was opening a big can of tin tomatoes for Salah. They had killed the cow and everything and were making the stew, and I was hammering down on the tin tomatoes. So when I was done and I was sending it to them, I don't know how it happened, but something happened and it just basically like cut. It didn't go that far, thankfully. So this was from opening a big can of tin tomatoes. Back to my legs. Now I have this scar on my knee. With this one, I was babysitting. It's actually 2 scars. I got them from the same person. So there is this one, and then I have one here. It's almost gone, but there's this dot here. With a scar on my knee, I got it while I was babysitting my neighbor's son, Kelvin. This was when I used to live in a military barracks. I was babysitting Kelvin and I was crawling after him, and then I think I dragged my knee on something really sharp, and then I got this. And then we have this one, this scar. With this scar, I think I was about 8 or 10 years old. I used to be my mother's tail. I would go everywhere with her. And on this night, a friend of hers had come to visit and she was seeing her friend off. And I decided to come along. So we're standing on the street under some lights and my mom was talking to her friend and I was hanging around listlessly behind them. Then I got bored and I realized that there was a stray goat walking around. So I see the goat and I'm just sitting there. I think then I come back and I look at the goat and I'm just looking at my mother. Then I come back and I look at the goat. Then I look at my mother, look at the goat, looking at my mother. Then I jumped onto the goat's tether. The goat gets spooked and it runs off, thereby throwing me onto the floor. So I hit the floor like that. And this side of my ankle gets grazed. And it becomes a really bad wound because it was on bone. So I suffer through it for a while, then it dies off. Lucky me. Now I am going to tell my last scar story. This one happened fairly recently, I think maybe in 2018. I was on Oxford Street going to see my friend Eric to give him a memory card. Then I'd go to my friend Tamara's after. I was walking to Chez Clarice where Eric was. Walking. If you are on Oxford Street coming from Kuala, when you reach KFC, you see that there is an intersection with a road going this way. If you take your right and you keep going down, you'll hit Chez Clarice. So I was on that road on your right. After Oxford Street, there's another parallel road. On that road, there is supposed to be a gutter and a bridge. Those metal bridges. So I remember I was just walking down and I was on my phone actually. I was on my phone because it was my first time going to Chez Clarice and I didn't really know the place. So I was checking my phone for the location. Then I saw a car just drive by. So I keep moving, then pa! Ouch. I fell into a gutter. A green, messy gutter. And my shin got scraped. It was a big wound. I still have pictures of this wound. I thought this wound would never heal. Whichever district Oxford Street is under, can we please cover all the ditches? Can we cover the ditches so that we can stop all these hazards? I literally fell into a ditch and that's how I got this. It got infected. This wound was traumatic. I couldn't walk properly and I had to hobble off to Chez Clarice where I met Eric and he was so sympathetic. He actually gave me some tissue to hold it down. Then I hobbled off to Tamara's where I actually had a whole space to take a shower and disinfect. And I came home, I tried treating it myself, but it got infected. I fell into a gutter, come on, it got very infected. And finally, I had to go to the hospital. I had to go for about 2 weeks, every 3 days for treatments, for dressing until it healed. And since then, of course, I've been getting other scars, but then they've been minor scrapes. You see, this is a new wound. I don't remember how I got this one. I am a girl with a tool shed. I am handy with a hammer. I am handy with a chainsaw. I can repair my own chalote when it gets torn. I can sew my own sneakers when it breaks. Because I'm too prepared to pay for a professional, I am constantly getting all these scratches and scrapes, but I love them. I think I'm all the better for them, and you know what? If they're going to keep coming, they'll keep coming. I enjoy wearing my short clothes because it's more about confidence than how you look like, if you ask me. So yeah, people, thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you so much for staying through to the end. I really enjoyed sharing this and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. If you have any story ideas for me, please go ahead and put it in the comments below. If you have any scars you want to share on, I am all ears in the DMs. Hit me up on there. And if you want details on this giveaway, stay tuned on Instagram. It's Suhaidatu on Instagram. Follow me on there for details on how to win yourself a 500 milliliter body wash from Earthseed. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. You know it keeps me going and I love seeing it. Please hit the notification button as well so that you are alerted every single time I release a video. Thank you guys so much for sticking and staying. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell all your friends about it, and I'll see you later with another exciting video. Bye.